Terrific win for us. You know, obviously any win in the ACC, and especially on the road, is a terrific win. But you know, NC State, you know, they're the staple of this program. I mean, this conference, you know, won so many championships, and we watched them and admired their success, you know, early in their careers, motivation, and you know, just to be able to get a win here in itself is very tough. So tremendous performances all throughout. You know, I thought these two were terrific. Georgia almost had a triple-double. You know, really just controlled the tempo of the basketball game. Elizabeth was great. You know, a ho-hum 25 and 13. Which we've grown accustomed to. We had really good performances from Matilda Eck and Kayla Keene. Shot the ball well, gave us second, third options, you know, after on the pick and roll. And then I thought Clara Strack was really good, you know, on the board. So really good performance for us. We're very happy. We'll take it and look forward to continue.
All right, raise your hands. We'll try to get everybody.
For the players, last year you had that long winning streak. Now you've won 6 in a row. Are you starting to feel any similar vibe in terms of how, you know, the team's playing, the level of play, or how you're meshing as a team?
I mean, last year was last year. This is a new team, new flow. But I mean, it's getting towards February, March. So I think, you know, this is the perfect time to get that peak and continue on it. I don't think we go in and say this is where we were at last year. Like, let's do this. Like, I couldn't even tell you what we were ranked last year. I mean, whatever. It's just taking it one game at a time, as we did on mother of one man. And I think changing our mindset to that is very much helped us get on this little confidence streak, I guess.
Stay on the right with Will.
Coach, holding them to 32% shooting in the second half and also 4 assists for the entire game. What do you like about your defense, especially in that second half?
You want to say our defense again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, our defense has come under fire quite a bit. And as a matter of fact, I just spoke with Muffet, and I was able to talk to her about it. But there's a lot of different ways of playing defense. And you know, a lot of the conventional ways people think we should go out and trap and you cause havoc. You know, we do a really good job of guarding the paint. And that's the way we're built. We understand that, you know, with the exception of Georgia, everyone on the team is 6 foot and taller, you know, so we play to our strengths. I thought the kids did a phenomenal job of understanding the assignment, getting out there and playing, contesting. We went to the zone, I think, pretty much in the second quarter, and slowed them down a little bit, continued on in the second half, and thought we did a really good job. It just really slowed them down. So our defense is getting better, and we know what we do and what we want to do, and we're performing very well.
Left side of the room, David.
Kenny, you guys have had double-digit offensive rebounds in your last 5 games. What has allowed you guys to rebound so effectively on that end, and how important are those second chance points? And you know, Liz and Claire both had 5 each.
I think you mentioned Clara. I think Clara and Olivia, you know, both of them understand their roles and their value to us, and they get us second and third chance opportunities. I thought one of the bigger plays, and it was so early in the game, was in the first half when we had 3 shots at three-pointers, and we were getting offensive rebounds. So anytime we can do that and we add that kind of rebounding prowess along with Liz and what she's able to do, we're big. Clara gets in and she's 6'5", and what she may lack in athleticism for sideways, she's long and she's athletic and that way, and she's offering us a tremendous bonus being able to rebound basketball.
In the middle of the room, second row.
Hey, Coach. This is now 4 straight wins for y'all against NC State. You mentioned about being one of the staples of the program, the Wolfpack. What does it say about your program in the last couple of years? People have that kind of success.
You know, we were patient. You know, we were in the locker room, and I saw Kai Crutchfield, and I gave her a big hug. And you know, she talked about how you know good we played, and I was like, you know, we watched them. We watched them, and I think they actually even went to the ACC tournament and watched them, you know, celebrate. And that just, you know, that's fuel, because you want to, you know, if you can do what they're doing in the way that they're doing it. You know, Wes does a tremendous job. He does it the right way. I think our rivalry is so good. It's a healthy rivalry. We have so much respect for them. They have so much respect for us, and we're just fortunate enough to be able to do it. This is a hard place to win, and the crowd it's a really big gym, and but their crowd is one of the best crowds in the country because they're so knowledgeable. They're so knowledgeable, and they're not here for promotion. They're here because they know basketball. And the stuff that they yell at me, Mike, Pretty good, yeah. Right, yeah. But they're very respectful in doing so. And when they came back to us last January, we played in front of 9,000 to sell out. We've been able to build it, but Wes has done a tremendous job here. And this is great for not only the ACC, but for women's basketball too.
Up front on the left.
Liz, since Kenny was just talking about the crowd you guys played against, I mean, a lot of teams have really struggled in here. Connecticut had its troubles in here. But you guys looked very composed. You played with a lead. You built a double-digit lead. You didn't really let it go. You held it tenaciously. How much of that is sort of how this group is wired, and then how much of that maybe goes back to, you've got players that played in huge games last year. There's a lot of experience on this group.
Yeah, I think besides the couple shot clock violations that we had, we handled it really well. Honestly, I think, we did have a lot of big games last year, but I think playing at home with this group this year has prepared us. Because there's been, so many times playing at home where our crowd has been so loud, we have no idea what anyone is saying, but we've had to come together anyways. So I think we're getting more used to not hearing things. But that's honestly really, really cool that we have the opportunity to play in front of environments like that. But also just the growth of this team has been amazing.
On the right, Carter.
Coach, I know you guys have done a good job at this all year, but it seemed like tonight you guys won a lot of the 50-50 balls. How key was that this evening?
It was very big. Anytime you're playing against a number 3 ranked team in the country on the road, you have to win those battles. And we were quick to the basketball. We understood it. It came out, the first quarter, both teams were just really hot, playing well. Zaya James really had it going. And then, we settled in, and the kids understand their roles, what we need from each and every one of them. And that we knew that was going to happen. I think very early, there were some unfair expectations put on us because these kids are battle tested. They went to the Final Four, but we still had to incorporate 9 new players, and 5 of those were freshmen. And so these kids have done a really good job. There's George and Kayla sharing their experiences, but they become more of vocal leaders. And now we're talking about what we need to do, and I thought getting those 50-50 balls are very key for us, and rebounding the way we did was very key.
On the right, we have Gio, then Andrew.
Coach, when you tie it all together, the rebounding, the offensive effort, especially on the defensive side, do you feel that this was your most complete game up to this point?
Muffin said it was, so I guess it is. You know what? We're always constantly trying to get better. So we're going to be critical of ourselves, and we know we can do certain things. But throughout the game, from start to finish, I thought they had an attitude, that was really good. NC State took away some of the things that we really like to do. We kept our composure, and we found the second opportunity, or the third opportunity, and that's growth. That's growth, and we can continue to do that. I think we're going to be hard to guard, because when you put these two in a pick and roll situation, I like to say that they're like Stockton and Malone, but they don't know who that is. And so, but we put them in those situations, and they're very hard to beat, because there's so much familiarity. NC State knows what we're going to do. We know what they're going to do, and now then it becomes, okay, let's go play ball.
Andrew.
Georgia, Coach mentioned that you were close to a triple-double tonight. There were some pretty incredible passes throughout over the course of the game. Can you describe how you've grown as a point guard this season? And then, Coach, if you would also give your thoughts on that as well.
I mean, for sure, just surrounding myself with great players. Like, obviously, we have incredible shooters in there. Matilda came through and hit some clutch threes today, but I think even, the pick and roll just opens up so much for us, because you have the threat of Liz, you have me now, I'm full mid-ranges. I think that's something that I added to my game this year compared to last year, but we honestly go through situations, like me and him as individuals, and it might be half speed, but I'm seeing things. We had 3 coaches on the floor on my individual, and I was just making scenarios with my passes, so that's definitely opened up for sure, but definitely also just playing with a better pace. I'm just a bit more relaxed than I was early on.
Both of them have been phenomenal. They both got frustrated after the Final Four. They were so eager to try to get out there and continue to improve. But I told them at this stage, you're not going to make leaps and bounds. You guys are so good. It's going to be incrementally better. So you got to enjoy the little things. And we started working them out together and put them in pick and roll situations. They talk about it. They always spend about 15 or 20 minutes a day during practice, going over scenarios and what's going to happen, how to get the basketball, where do you like it. They have a full-fledged conversation, and the crazy thing is that they can continue to get better. you know, I think both of them will tell you that they probably left a few on the board that they'd like to have back. That they, you know, if they get to the point where they get hot, it's going to be really a dangerous situation. But, you know, nothing's too big. They're not going to throw so many different things at them to challenge them, and they accept the challenge. And they're very comfortable with being uncomfortable. And when I put them in certain situations, whether they can master it right away or not, they're going to continue to get better.
All right, time for 3 more. Dave?
Georgia, this is the 4th straight game you guys have held your opponent below
Defense.
37, 38%. What did you like so much about the way you guys were connected when you played zone tonight?
Yeah, we just place emphasis that, you know, we'll admit it, we're not the best one-on-one defenders, but, you know, we're going to help each other out and push people's spots. And, you know, when you have people like Liz and Claire on the court, you know, you're going to have a tough contested shot, so it's about using our strengths to our advantages for sure, and we figured that out. And, you know, it might not be flashy, and we might not be getting steals or, you know, flustering people like that, but I think we're doing a pretty good job.
Liz, you mentioned the growth of this team development, and I guess, what are you seeing to kind of, in terms of the growth of this team to explain the winning streak you're on right now?
I think people have come into their roles and realized their roles really nicely. Obviously, we have, you know, the transfer portal and so many new pieces. It's going to take a little while to really mesh, and for people to realize, you know, what we need them to bring to the table. But I think Matilda has been doing an excellent job of that. Olivia has been doing an excellent job of that. Claire has been doing an excellent job of that. They're bringing things that they weren't necessarily bringing in November, but you know, that just shows their willingness to learn and to stick with it. And it's not, you know, a coincidence. They've been working really hard in practice and trying to get better, trying to figure out what they can do to help us win. And you know, it's coming to fruition, which is really awesome for us.
Last one on the right.
Yeah, Coach, Claire Strack played some big minutes in this game, especially at key points. What do you see from her that makes her game so effective, especially on the offensive glass? You, Kitley, and her each with 5 offensive rebounds. What are you seeing from her for the future of Hokie basketball?
Claire is good. Claire is really good. Her only issue is that she plays behind an All-American, so there's not a whole lot of time you get there to be the focal point. But she's found her way to be able to play alongside Liz. Liz loves playing with her. You know, they have a really good connection, and Claire has been able to adapt and play against quicker players. But when she does in practice, and Claire is a focal point, she hits buckets. She really does. She really does. And she's going to be really, really good. And we're excited about her development, her growth. And you know, obviously it's going to be hard to compare her to Liz. They're a little bit different. But you know, she offers something for us that, you know, I told her, you know, because when we first got her, the thought was to redshirt her because, you know, Liz is going to get bulk of the minutes. But when she got here, we were like, she's too valuable, she's too good. And we see something, and we said she's going to be good for us this year. And it took a little bit for her to learn, but she's learning, and I think she's going to continue to do better. I mean, she stepped out today and hit a little 15-footer. You know, she can hit the 3. She has good post moves down low. She's a really good passer, and the thing that keeps her on the floor right now, other than her rebounding prowess, she's really, really smart. She can play the 4 or the 5. She can master. She knows coverages, what we're supposed to do, and that's very valuable when we play on a team that really relies on it.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.